What's happening?
I believe we did.
Why, Womenation? Just why? How you screw up this wonderful franchise? Guys, you know what this is remind me of? Do you really know what this is remind me of? Do you remember of the movie called Little Crapper, which is the second worst movie I ever seen in my freaking life? And that film was a terrible conclusion to that wonderful franchise, which never did meet the parent. And this is kind of remind me that, and this is the complete opposite. Hello everyone, or good morning everyone. This is your good old neighbor Nick Cake Spider-Verse and Frozen 2 and Kim Possible Fan 2001. I already know that Womenation fanboy and fangirls is going to dislike this video or going to disagree with my opinion and going to force me to like this film, especially what Legion Gaming was doing. Guys, including Legion Gaming. I'm not gonna like this film anymore because after I rewatched this film on YouTube, some clip on YouTube, this film just got even worse on the rewatch, honestly. Guys, I'm not trying to hate on Womenation, but I just really did not like the Womenation film, which is other than this film, Hop, and the worst Womenation film ever, which is other than Daughter Sister Lorax. Because of the terrible musical numbers trying to whip up the Disney and some rap. Yeah, no one wants to see that in a Womenation film anymore. Womenation, don't you ever in your life do that again. Sorry guys, so today I am doing a redo movie rant to one of the worst Despicable Me movie I have ever seen in my life. And how in the world this film was a follow-up to the Minion movies. That is completely opposite, because I'm a huge defender of the Minion movie because of the Scarlet Overkill. Yes, I have a crush on her. Yep, even better and even attractive and even more hotter than Lucy. Oh boy, I'm very sorry I said the hottie word for word. I'm very sorry everyone, my apologies. So once again, today I am doing a redo movie rant to one of the worst and the most disappointing Despicable Me movies, which is none other than Despicable Me 3. Even this film was a huge success, but Rotten Tomato and the critic don't riot at all. Even the audience did not have fun watching this movies. Yeah, it can show that the box office really want to see this franchise again, but not until we got Despicable Me 4, which that film would be even worse than this. So, for right now, we're gonna give that thing a chance. You know what James Possible said? You can't judge everything because of cover. So I'm gonna give Despicable Me 4 a final chance. So I'm gonna give that thing final chance. Even Joey Keane is gonna be a disappointing character. Yeah. Anyway, enough of the ado. Let's get this rant started, shall we? It's rant time. So Despicable Me 3. So, once again, this film was a follow-up to the huge successful, which is another than the Minion movie. Do you remember the Minion movie that came out on 9 years ago? I love that film. I really like that film. And yeah, sure, the movie can be annoying sometimes, but at least it's not as annoying as Hot Pursuit. Yeah, do you remember Hot Pursuit, kids? Nope, not either did I, because that film was a huge forgettable, huge annoying, especially for Sofia Vergara. Oh my god, I don't want to go I don't want to go back to talk about that dreadful movie. I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, and this film was a follow-up to the same movie, how in the world this film was a follow-up to the Minion movie and Scene movie? I mean, the Scene movie duology. Like, are you freaking kidding me right now, Elimination? What the heck is wrong with you? You was doing so good. You was doing so good with the Minion movie and Scene, and now you going, and now you just, and now you made this film. Yeah. Anyway, and to be honest, guys, I'm a huge fan of the Despicable Me movie. The first film that came out in 2010, I did a redo review of that. Leading up to the Despicable Me 4, which I am not excited watching that film. But once again, just like Jane Possible said, I gotta give that thing a chance. And once again, you can't judge everything because of cover. So, even I did not care about the animation of the first film because it looks absolutely outdated. It's even outdated than the every animation, just like the first Toy Story film. But you know I get my dress. But even I did not like the animations, completely outdated. But that film has some great story, great character, great animation, and great humor. Especially they have the Godfather reference. Yeah, I really miss that Women Nation did that. But nowadays, Women Nation is just making film to targeting some kids audience. I'm not saying kiddie, but honestly, you know I get my dress. And Despicable Me Too, aka one of my favorite film out of this franchise. Even the romantic storyline between with Margot and the one boy fall in love, which is really generic story, but the undercover story and the story between with Gru and Lucy is the best part I ever seen from the film. And El Mato is honestly one of the best villain and the best Despicable Me villain ever. Yup, even better than Vector. And sorry guys, in the Minion movie that came out in 2015, it's a guilty pleasure movie, but it's not a masterpiece at all, because in your show the story can be generic and some of the scenes can be really drag, but at least that film was a really fun and entertaining movie, and I cannot stop staring Scarlet Overkill, one of the most attractive Despicable Me characters I have ever seen. Man, she is such a attractive villain, and she is honestly one of the best Despicable Me, best Minion villain I have ever seen for the Minion movies. So after I heard that they were making a third Despicable Me movie, I was really excited because, no joke, I was really excited because, and now we can finally realize that Gru have a twin brother, just like in the trailer said. Oh my goodness, I have a twin brother. Yup, he was really excited to see his twin brother. And his twin brother, which Ned and Drew. I'm gonna get him in a minute. And sorry guys, I do remember liking this film after I saw this film in theaters. And this is the second last Women Nation film I ever saw in theaters. Because my last Women Nation film I ever saw in theaters, I did my research in my mind, which is another than The Secret Wife of Pet 2. The one film that I have Harrison Ford as Rooster. And including Duke said a chicken. And just like Rooster said, and just like Rooster, played by Harrison Ford said, do I look like a chicken to you? Oh my goodness. Rooster is my favorite character in the Secret Wife of Pet. And yeah, sure, that film can be mediocre. I don't hate that film, but I just think it's mediocre. Because I do not want to see a Elimination film that I have two stories in one movie. That is stupid. Don't you ever do that again, Elimination. Because that film did not even feel like a movie. That film felt like a TV show instead of the actual movies. It played by in the big screen. Seriously, a two-story in one movie. I do not want to see that ever again, Elimination. Please don't do that. Anyway, but after 7 years later, after I rewatched this movie on a couple days ago, I gotta say, this film just got even worse on the freaking rewatch, honestly. I have to say this, but I think Despicable Me 3 is added out one of the worst summer movie of 2017. Yup, even worse than Transformers The Last Night. And yeah, sure, you could say whatever you want about Transformers The Last Night. Don't get me wrong, I don't like that film. But at least that film was tried Well, except Michael Bay, because nowadays Michael Bay don't even try before, honestly. But nowadays, The Ambient is the last Michael Bay movie that he ever directed. But since that, he haven't been directing Michael Bay. He haven't been directing the film. Lenslessly. Not even he directed Bad Boy Ride or Die. So I was really disappointed that he did not come back as a director to direct Bad Boys 4, which that would be amazing. That would be even better than the actual director, honestly. Well, honestly, I do like the actual director, but honestly, I prefer Michael Bay to direct Bad Boy 4 instead of having a different director. I'm not a huge fan of having a movie with a different director, or else it would be ruining the movie. But don't worry, I might give Bad Boy 4 a chance. But at least it's way better than Kung Fu Panda 4, and definitely way better than Despicable Me 4. Once again, cannot judge it because of the cover, so I might give that thing a chance. Sorry guys, and this is honestly one of the worst movie out of this franchise. This is completely opposite. Despicable Me 2, best film out of the franchise. But this film, worst film out of this franchise. And honestly guys, I already know that Sean PBS is going to be really heartbroken about this rant. I am very sorry, but I really want to like this film so badly. But honestly, I cannot believe this film in the opening was very mean spirit. Honestly, it was doing so good with Bulbasaur Brat, which is the worst Despicable Me villain ever. And honestly, in the action scene was the only good thing about the opening. But it went up and down not until what's his name? Santa Swingbottom is retiring as a agent to the ATL. I have no idea what the heck it is. But anyway, but not until the new boss completely ruined the movie, honestly. Yeah, the one girl that she fired, ruined Lucy. Yeah, she's a biatch. Anyway, I'm sorry. Sorry about my fantasy, but I was just saying. Anyway, do I have any good thing about this film? Even I don't like this film, but I still have two good things about this film. At least the animation is decent. It's not the best. Guys, it's not the best looking animation I ever seen for a Despicable Me, but the sequel has some way better animation. But at least it's way better than the first Despicable Me animation. Oh my goodness, you cannot say it with a straight face, and you cannot say that film has some best animation in the history of the cinema. Guys, if you say that, it can show that you guys are not support animation. Because the animation in the first Despicable Me is completely outdated as crap. It's even outdated than the first Toy Story film that came out in 1995. Which came out 24 years ago, and next year it's going to be 25 years. So it's going to be 25 years since Pixar came around. That's amazing. But anyway, I think the animation is decent. It's colorful. It's amazing. I do like the character design. Well, the female character design is a one thing that this film was bothering, honestly. And the last good thing I could give for this film, at least the soundtrack did not disappoint me. Footer William would not disappoint me with his song, honestly. Well, but not until his newest song, which just came out on a Despicable Me 4 soundtrack. And I listened to it, and yes, I do like that song, but it's not as good as Hug Me, Fun, 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 Happy, or even Despicable Me theme song, honestly. And don't get me wrong, I like that song from Despicable Me 4. Yes, I listened to it. It was really good, but not as good as a happy song, Fun, 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 Despicable Me theme, and of course, Hug Me. And there's something special. Like honestly, I think there's something special. It's my favorite song out of this movie, because that song was really smooth and really jazz. And so you guys, and Hug Me, I already know that some people, which is my fan, really hate that song, but I do, man, that song is kind of catchy, honestly. Hug me, woo, hug me. I like that song, and I forgot what the lyrics called, so I just made my own lyrics. So anyway, and Yellow White is a really fantastic song, but I think there's something special. It's my favorite song out of this movie. But that's it. That's completely it. And even the one scene when the minions saw the girl with the bikini, which is my favorite part of the movie. But that's it. That is it. That's the only good thing I like from this movie. The rest of the movie was completely minion crap. Anyway, enough further ado, let's grab the glue, freeze ray, and free this film so hard in the behind. First of all, we have to talk about the story. For Despicable Me, this is hand down one of the worst story I have ever heard for a Despicable Me, and what a missed opportunity. We was thinking, and we was really excited to see Glue Twin Brother. It's been it's been a year since the Minion movie and Despicable Me 2 came out, and now we're in the third film, and now we can finally knows who is Glue Twin Brothers, and I'll get the character in a minute. Yeah, the story was a very missed opportunity, and so yeah, the story is all over the place because they have the one storyline when Citadel Swing Bottom is retiring, and sorry, but not until the new boss completely ruined the movie, honestly. And honestly, guys, not just the newer boss, even this film was very mean spirit. And honestly, guys, is this film trying to be like Chicken Little? I gotta say, but this film is added out one of the most mean spirit movie out of the Despicable Me. Might come the frick on. And yes, you can say whatever you want about the mean spirit of the first Despicable Me. At least Gru won his mistake. At least he was being mean spirited to the girls and the minions. But at least he's not selfish. At least he is not. Because at least he has some great character development. And Stephen Carell did always fantastic job with his performance as Gru. Yeah, as Gru. Because that's my second favorite performance I ever seen from Stephen Carell. My favorite performance I ever seen from Stephen Carell, which is none other than Michael Scott from The Office. And Pleasant would definitely agree with me right there, because that's my favorite performance I ever seen from Stephen Carell. And nowadays, Stephen Carell is 61 years old. Man, that's amazing. But anyway, I'm not going to call him old because I don't want to be like last time when I say Mike Myers old because he's 60 years old. Yeah, I don't want to go back to that. But anyway, guys, and the characters. I gotta be honest, but this is hands down one of the most underwhelming character written I ever seen for a freaking Despicable Me movies. They actually, honestly, I really hate to say this, but they ruined the character that who was so good in the first film and the second film. Gru, I gotta say, but he was really mean spirit in this one because he don't want his mistake. Elimination. Have you not forget that Gru won his mistake from the first film? Honestly, it can shows where is his character development from the second film. But nope, I'm part of Elimination. Just throw that character development from Gru out of the way and make his own character development. I gotta say, but he was really mean spirit. And I gotta say, but I'm sorry, Stephen Carell, but you did a underwhelming job as Gru and definitely Drew. But honestly, I'm not trying to hate on you. I like Stephen Carell. I do like him as Gru. I do like him as the Michael Scott from The Office. But I gotta say, but Gru did a underwhelming job as Gru for the third film. And Lucy, another female empowerment characters. Like, how's that original? How's that original elimination? Please tell me that is original. Nobody wants to see Lucy as a female empowerment character. That's not character development. Where was her strength? Where was her weakness? Where is her character development? Making her as a female, as a femininity characters, that's not the real character development elimination. Come on. And the goals. I gotta say, but it was really, really disappointing. Especially for Margot. Yeah, Margot was a really disappointing character, I do admit. And I'm very sorry again that Two Crows is really getting on my nerve. And honestly, Andy was the Despicable Me villain I have ever seen for a film. And honestly, I already know that Sean PBS is going to be disappointed I'm saying this. But honestly, I'm gonna say this. It's Barbasol Brad. He was really disappointing in my opinion. Because after I heard that Trey Parker is voicing Barbasol Brad, I gotta say, but he can be even better just like every character from South Park. But I gotta say, for a Despicable Me movies, this is hands down one of the most underwhelming and the worst villain I ever seen for a Despicable Me. Especially for his line say, "I'm a bad boy." Oh my goodness, that is dreadful. Anyway, and the new characters like Drew was really getting on my nerve. But surprisingly, he is not the worst characters from this film. The worst characters I ever seen from this film, which is none other than the new boss that Swing Bottom hiring, and now she's gonna be the leader of the Asian, and that's the same girl that she fired Gru and Lucy, played by Jana Swain. Yup, the same girl that she voiced Harley Quinn from the Lego Batman movies. What, seriously? Are you kidding me, Jana Swain? This is how you follow up to one of your best performance ever, which is none than you as Harley Quinn from the Lego Batman movie? What the heck, woman? But I gotta say, but Verena D what's her name again? Let me look at my research. Okay. Oh, Verena De Vincent. I'm just gonna call her. I honestly don't care what her actual name is. But I gotta say, Verena D. Vanos, this is hands down one of the worst characters from this film. And not just that, it's honestly one of the worst female characters I have ever seen for elimination. I gotta say, but Princess Peach, Scarlet Overkill, and even Lucy from the second film are way more attractive than Vivita. Because Vivita was a very mean-spirited character, and she was absolutely ruining the film. Because, oh my god, her design is absolutely horrendous. Elimination, your female character design looks ugly. Oh my god. Ugh. Oh my goodness. But anyway, sorry. Anyway, I absolutely did not like her design, I did not like her face, and I did not like her accent, oh my god. Anyway, and I gotta say, but her character make her characters from Alvin and the Chipmunk chick flick look like a really great characters comparing to her, honestly. But Vivina is hand down one of the worst performers I have ever seen from Jana Swain. Jana Swain, how in the world that you follow up to one of your best performers as Harley Quinn from the Lego Batman movie, which is my favorite film of 2017. I did not care what the Lion King fan 2001 said, or you could call him a Inside Out 2 fan 2001. But right now, I'm going to call him a Lion King fan 2001. But anyway, yeah, she was really dreadful, and she is honestly one of the worst characters in this film. Dory, Drew, you are a okay character as best, but for right now, I'm just going to say Viva is my worst character in this film, honestly. And the Minions. The Minion was really disappointing, especially for Mel, the Minion. Honestly, the one Minion that he really grew so much. But I gotta say, but that Minion quit was a really... Honestly, I do, man. That scene was completely funny, honestly. I cannot stop laughing when the Minion quit Gru, and Gru said, "What, you quit?" Because Gru decided not gonna be a villain, honestly. I might take that scene and put it in Bad Friends Season 6. So that would be pretty cool, honestly. Or Season 5, whatever you call it. But anyway, and the climax. For a Despicable Me, this is hand down one of the most underwhelming and insane climax I have ever seen from this franchise. It's just the same old climax from the first film and the second film. No creativity at all, honestly. And this film was completely mean-spirited. I said it, yeah, this film was completely mean-spirited. This film was trying to be like Chicken Little. This film is kind of reminding me of watching Chicken Little, and Chicken Little and the Lego Ninjago movies. Even that film has a mean spirit. At least the Lego Ninjago movie was mean spirit at best. But Chicken Little was mean mean-spirited as worst. But this film is mean-spirited as embarrassment. Just like the embarrassment from Inside Out 2, honestly. Guys, what else have to said about this dreadful third movies? I said enough why this film was an epic failure and this film is a cinematic disaster. And yes, the animation looks really good. And yes, some of the scene can be really cool, honestly. And even the opening is a great part. And even the one scene when Minion saw saw two girls with the bikini was my favorite part of the movies. But those positive do not save the movie at all. Thanks to the new boss, which is Virada, played by Jaina Soyan, just really completely ruined the movie, honestly. So overall, guys, Despicable Me 3 was a major step down to the huge successful of the Minion movie. And yes, this film was a box office success, and this film cost $1 billion, which is completely shocking because this film is even more successful than the second film in the Minion itself. And I cannot stop staring at Scarlet Overkill. She is such an attractive and she is such a hottie. Sorry guys, this film, it can shows that this franchise, it just needs to stop. It just needs to stop. After the full film came out on last Wednesday, people, including people who is Flicky Thing Studio, all absolutely panned on Despicable Me 4, honestly. And I will watch that film and we'll see that film will be even worse than this film. So overall, guys, Despicable Me 3 is hands down one of the worst summer movie of 2017. And this is honestly one of the worst movie out of the June release. Because this film was the very first Despicable Me movie that got released on June. Originally, the first film and the second film, just got released on July. This is really a July movie. But this film was released in June. Why? It's because this film has some problem with the production, honestly. But like I said, I'm not trying to hate on Elimination. But don't ever make this, and don't you ever make this like this film ever again. I gotta said, I am very disappointed with Elimination. This film could have even better than the second film. But nope, this film was pew. Yeah, the rocket ship just ran on the power of poop. Okay, this is hand down one of the, what's my number for this movie? Doing to this film, I'm gonna get 2 out of 10. But I might give this, I'm sorry. I might put this as my top 10 worst movie of 2013. Yeah, this film is my top 10 worst movie of 2017. This film is honestly one of the worst movie out of this franchise. I don't want to rewatch this movie anymore. And honestly, instead of rewatch this movie on my freaking TV, I just watched Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. And I just watched that film to get this film out of my freaking head, honestly. And guys, if you're a huge fan of Elimination, if you haven't seen this film, don't even watch this film. And don't even stream this film. Don't even buy a DVD of this film. Avoid it like the plague. If you want to watch a way better Elimination film, just go watch the first Despicable Me movie. Just go watch that. Go watch the best Despicable Me movie, which is better than the second film. And go watch that. Go watch Minion. Go watch that attractive Scarlet Overkill. And even go watch the Mario movie. And go watch the Sing duology, the Secret Life of Pet duology, and go watch the Dawson's Sister Warlock. Dawson's Sister Grange. Not Dawson's Sister Warlock because because that film is the worst musical movie I have seen in my freaking life. It's even worse than Teen Titans Go to the Movies. Oh my god. Anyway, once again, just go watch the first Despicable Me movie. Just go watch that. Go watch the second film. Go watch that masterpiece. And even go watch the Mario movie. At least those films don't have mean spirit at all. And go watch the Sing duology, the Secret Life of Pet duology, and go watch the Dawson's Sister Grange. The one that came out in 2018 and came out like 6 years ago. Go watch that. It's even better than this film. Because the people behind this film just doesn't understand how the second film was doing so good. Just because this franchise is very popular, that doesn't mean you're gonna milk this franchise. But not until they release Despicable Me 4, and yeah, my opinion on that film is going to be even worse, honestly. So I'm gonna give Despicable Me 3 a 2 out of 10. It's gonna get a freaking 2 out of 10. It's a freaking awful movie. And I'm sorry, Illumination, but you deserve another seal of naked garbage. Sorry guys, that was my redo movie rant to one of the worst Despicable Me movie, which is another than Despicable Me 3. I don't want to rewatch this movie anymore, because this is the only Illumination film including Hop and the Lorax, and I am not gonna watch it anytime soon. It's just like it's supposed to say, oh brother. Oh bother. Anyway, so tell me about your opinion on this film on the comment section below. You think it's good, think it's bad, think it's mediocre, think it's the best, think it's the worst? Comment below and let me know. And such a terrible way to end my Despicable Me review. Yeah, I'm just gonna dislike this film forever now. Every time we rewatch this film, and this film just got even worse. Sorry people, but blame on freaking Thing Studio. Screw me now. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, if you want to see more of this underwhelming movies, which is another than Despicable Me 3, please, I highly recommend you to hit the subscribe button, turn notification, and share the video with your whole family. And if you dislike this video, you're gonna get freezed by a freeze ray. Quote by Gru from the first Despicable Me movies, and the second film, and of course the third film. I don't think the third film have that, honestly. And honestly, guys, I forgot to mention there was a scene when Alice selling her unicorn to get Gru a job, to make money for Gru's job, honestly, and she was trying to help. And honestly, she was really okay character, but she's not as good as the first film and the second film. Because in the third film was a character that she's trying to help Gru to get his job back, and including Lucy too, honestly. But not until we got the fourth film on last Friday, honestly. And if I watch Despicable Me 4 online, stay tuned for my review or rant on the fourth film, honestly. I really hope the fourth film will not be a rant. And I swear to God, if that film is a rant, I'm gonna be done with this franchise. This franchise is just milking like a freaking cow, honestly. Just like what Pixar are doing with their Toy Story film nowadays. And Toy Story 5 is coming out in 2026. Yeah, the same year as Frozen 3, for God's sakes. Oh my God. Ugh. Another 2019 battle between Toy Story and Frozen. I really hope Frozen 3 will not get snubbed by the Oscar in the future. If it is, I'm gonna be done with the Academy Award. Sorry guys. You guys have a great morning, and I'll see you guys next time. And stay tuned for my movie review on Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. Good, we're gonna get the positive for once and get this film out of my head. And get this film out of my face. Okay. Anyway, you guys have a great morning, and I'll see you guys in my next video, which is another than my movie review of Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. Goodbye.